Hi guys, we're back in the kitchen. But before we get going here in the kitchen, have a look at this. Went out to check my trail cam the other day and got pieces broken off of this one. I should have took a picture. It was hanging off the tree like this and I wasn't sure what happened to it. But stay tuned and we'll find out what happened, because I didn't take a picture of it, but I did capture a video of it. So stay tuned. Today guys, we're going to make some supper, and to start with that, we got 16 pounds of moose cut up here and 4 pounds of pork. So we're going to have a lot for supper. Stay along and we'll cook up some burgers, and we're going to keep some for later on. Okay guys, so here's our meat. So what we got here is a grinder. Actually, I got a different type. I do have an hand grinder, an older one, and we have used a KitchenAid, attachment to KitchenAid, so you don't need this big grinder. This one was a gift from my kids a number of years ago, a Christmas gift, I think, or birthday, one of it. This one works really well, of course. What I do is there's two little plates that go in here to determine the size. I'm gonna pass me that one there, please.
Yep.
I'll start with the bigger one. It's probably a 1/4 inch hole, and then we'll go down to this one here. I will get the size actually after. But I'll grind my meat twice. I'll actually grind the meat, and I'll grind it again twice to make it smaller, and I'll grind it the third time usually as I'm mixing it up type thing. I will mix something in the bowl, but we will mix it with the grinder. So it's the same process for sausage as it is for making ground. Sometimes we don't even add pork. Today we're adding pork. Moose meat generally is a dry meat, usually low in fat content, and so that your burgers won't be so dry, sometimes we'll add pork. Of course, when we're making burgers, we're going to add hay, breadcrumbs, and some spices as well. So stay tuned for how we go about it. And like I said, there's 1,000 or 1,000,000 different ways. We won't be making sausages today, but the process is pretty much the same, except you're going to use sausage sleeves. So maybe we'll get some of that in later on in another video. Well, let's get started. Basically, we'll take it, our meat, and we'll drop it in. There's a little thing here for that. Don't put your fingers in there. So you got 3 hours of this now, guys. Guys, I said I have 4 pounds of pork. Now that's not pork, straight pork. It's a pork roast. You just took an old fatty pork roast that you get usually a bit cheaper in stores than the regular roast. And as you can see, there's a lot of fat in it. Big chunk of back pork here right now. That's on the roast. So that will just add some fat content to your burgers. So we'll continue on as if they're normal. Okay guys, so we got this ground pretty fine. Make a point, make a note, make sure there's no bones in your meat and the bullet's not in your meat. That would ruin your grinder. And I'll show you how small the bullet is in your moose meat when you're looking for it later on. Anybody thinks a bullet's going to be that long that it comes out of a moose? I got a few that I've taken out of moose. They're not that big, so be careful. Well guys, just wondering what everybody else uses to hunt with. Um, my choice of bullet or gun while I'm hunting is a 300 Win Mag. And I've been using these. That's the only bullet I've ever used in them, and I've had great success. The Remington Core-Lock, the 180 gram bullet. And I was saying when I was grinding it, you better make sure you cut up your meat, because sometimes a bullet gets in that meat, and if you don't see it, it's going to ruin your grinder. I was talking to a guy a couple years ago, and he was making moose sausage for a hunter, and he had a bunch of meat, and he asked the guy, was it cut up small and okay to grind? The boys, yeah, not a problem. And the bullet gets caught into the grinding machine, tore the gears out of his motor, and ruined. I forget the cost, but it was fairly expensive. It was an industrial grade grinder. Now everybody thinks this is the bullet. This is what comes out of that gun. Well, actually, that's not what comes out of the gun. It's just this here is what comes out of the gun. This here would end up back on the ground if you don't pick them up, and you should pick them up. But what's in that moose is this. The tip of that, as you can see, is lid. It's hollow, and that mushrooms into this. So basically it comes out. Basically you can see that it'll fit right there, and it'll fit right back in there if you push it in. But this is what it looks like when it mushrooms out. And over the years, this is what I've taken out of, at least the ones I've saved. I got more. I've had more than this, but for a while I didn't save them. But whenever I do find a bullet in the meat, usually I'll find this in the hide coming out. So if I shoot them on the left side, on this right side, this will be in the fur. Occasionally the bullet will pass through. The gun does have quite the impact. And after using these bullets for nearly 40 years, I just realized they don't have moose as one of the recommended animals, but they do have elk, deer, hog, and bear. So I guess probably is where they're manufactured. Depends on if there's any moose there. But they will do a job on moose. I've had no issues or problems at all. I actually went back this year. I was curious. I knew it was a fairly long shot. Quick off the shoulder, never had a lot of time. And I did do a measurement with the rangefinder, and I was 148 yards. That's what the shot was. That's sort of my preference. I thought I was around 100 yards if I was going to guess and say where I was. But when I did the actual measurement with the rangefinder, 148 yards. So it was quick, no time to rest the gun, just to the shoulder, got them on sight, and dropped them. They don't all happen that easy. And a lot of moose hunting is in right place, right time. I've learned that a lot over the years. Another thing I'd like to do right now is thank a lot of new subscribers. I didn't even realize it. Just somebody sent me in a comment, said congratulations on reaching another milestone. And I had to go see how many subscribers I had to see what the milestone was. And I had surpassed 3,000 subscribers, which way more than my expectations. Never ever thought. I didn't really have any expectations, to be honest with you. It was just something I set up as an hobby, and it'll always be an hobby. And it's something I enjoy doing. I get out in the woods. It gives me an excuse to get out in the woods, and if I can share it with you guys, and if it makes a difference to one person, it's a good thing. And like I keep saying, keep the comments coming. The comments is the fuel that keeps me going. A while back we ran a giveaway, and there'll soon be a time for another giveaway. How I'm going to do that, I'm not quite sure yet, but there will be a giveaway sometime in the near future. After that giveaway, I had a couple of people send me a video clip. Another guy sent me a picture of the prize. One guy sent me is what he won as a qualifier. It was the MFS Midsummer's Day giveaway back in June 21st, and the qualifiers, there was one main prize from a bunch of qualifiers, and one of the qualifiers sent me a package that he got with his prize. Unfortunately, we couldn't reach a lot of our qualifiers. I couldn't reach mine. I messaged back on a comment on my video. I emailed the address in their link, but or in their channel description, but they didn't get back to us. So when I do the next one, I'm not sure. I may not even do an announcement. I may just have a video and pick a random video and go back and pick someone who commented in that video, and then say, okay, the winner is from a previous video, and hopefully it'll be you. So it pays to comment sometimes. I've seen several people do it. They don't announce a contest, they just have a contest and pick a comment, pick a winner from the comments. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'm not even sure when I'm going to do it, but I had thought about it a while back at the 3000, but I've gone past that now, so maybe a Christmas giveaway, who knows. Anyway, I'm just going to insert a little video here as a thank you from one of the to the main winner from my portion of the main prize that he had shown it, and again that qualifier. So stay tuned, there's more to come.
Hi Gary, my buddy. I'm enjoying a good cup of coffee in your mug and wearing your hat. Loves it. Thanks for the contribution. How's you and your wife and Tucky doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. Talk to you later, my buddy. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, so we got it all ground once, and probably I said 3 grounds in the beginning. I'll probably only do 2 because what I did, I put the pork in as I was grounding the moose, so it already mixed in there. Plus I'll be mixing it up now once I get it done. Now that we got it in there, they said it's already pretty mixed up, but we're going to put it through again. Up is on. It takes a while for that thing to start up, but we just poke this through right now. See, now it's coming out much finer, much more mixed. What we got here, guys, is about 20 pounds of ground meat, mostly moose, and a pork roast. So now let's make some burgers. Okay guys, first thing we're going to do is we're not going to make all these burgers, quarter pounders, 20 pounds of meat. Do the math, that's 80 burgers. We're going to have a lot, but we won't need that many. So we're just going to take some first, and we're going to make up bags of ground meat, and you can use this from anything from hamburger helper, spaghetti, pastas that you would use ground meat for, you can use moose ground for. What I got done is got my kitchen scales here, and I thought I had them zeroed, but I don't. And now they're zeroed. So we'll weigh up a pound of ground, roughly. .9 ounces, close enough for me, and we'll put that in and we'll seal the bag. Okay guys, we got 10 packs of ground, roughly a pound per pack. Some of them got like 3/4, might have 14 ounces, but for the most part they're 10 1-pound packs. So which means we've roughly got 10 pounds of meat left there. So now we're going to do these up in burgers. So what we're going to do is carefully measure out a couple of cups of breadcrumbs. Carefully precise. It's about 2 cups. That ballpark. That helps hold it together. And now, let's get some spices in there, and like again, like I said, with everything that I cook, you can add your own spice. You can add whatever you like. I got a heaping tablespoon of black pepper and onion powder. I have to do it with these gloves on, but I got to keep the gloves on. I just put them on. I forgot I was going to do this because after going through a couple of periods today. So onion powder. I'm going to go through 2 tablespoons of that. And garlic powder. Okay, garlic powder. Now that I got it open, we'll go through 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Again, this is no specific brand. Not even sure. Walmart, I guess. Great value garlic powder. Onion powder. And black pepper. Bit of salt. We don't use a lot of salt. And you can use garlic salt if you want salt. And of course, poppy rays. Whatever we cook now, we gotta put some poppy rays in there. Okay, and another one of poppy rays. And we're gonna use roasted garlic and peppers. I'm gonna do 1 of that. Again, we're just sort of going through the cupboard there today, seeing what we had there, and see what we figured would be a good taste. I think I already got the salt. So now we're gonna mix this in. Oh yes, eggs. Okay, so I got 4 eggs. Eggs basically, it helps hold everything together, gives it some stickiness. That egg got a double shell or something on it. Okay, I'm going to stir this in. Not with a spoon, because you never get it in there. It's much the same as baking bread here now. That's why I got the gloves on. Okay guys, so roughly what I got is 10-pound meat there. So from experience and doing this a bit in the past, I roughly know what I've got to pick out. We're going to make 1/4 pounders. Okay, so I took it out, rolled it up, flattened it out. I got 4.8 ounces, so it's a bit of a beefy one. So we're going to take this and just lay it there on the parchment paper in this pan. Again, we'll go through the process. I'll take it out. I got roughly 4.7 ounces. So I'll take the ball, flatten it out, lay it on parchment paper. We'll do that for everything we got here in the thing. Once we get that done, we'll do some sealers, and some of them we're going to be cooking up. Stay tuned. All right guys, a few burgers ready for the sealer. So guys, tally is in. We ended up, the burgers are slightly better than a 1/4 pounder. 10 pounds of meat left over should have given me 40 burgers. We got 36 burgers, so that's 36 burgers and 10 packs of 1 pound ground, like this size. This is a good pound of meat in there, ground meat. And these are all either 2 packs or 4 packs of quarter pounder, slightly better than a quarter pounder. So a lot of meals there. I'm sure there's a few family and friends who will enjoy a couple of these, and we'll be getting them out shortly. So stay tuned now. We cook up a burger and a few other things I want to talk about. Stay tuned. Onion frying up at the pan, frying the burgers. Some lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Of course, I'm going to put cheese on and melt that shortly. Here's our moose burgers on the grill. Let's slow eat those now. Alright guys, the burgers are on the grill, and as you can see, it's not exactly a nice warm day here. Nonetheless, cheers. Nice light beer. I find this one is good around the meal time. Doesn't blow you up. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore, and but I do enjoy one of these occasionally, and they're nice with a barbecue. And I'm hoping those burgers are what's going to fill me up this evening. So anyway, cheers. There's more to come in the video. Have a look at this. Went out to check my trail cam the other day, and got pieces broken off of this one. I should have took a picture. It was hanging off the tree like this, and I wasn't sure what happened to it. But stay tuned and we'll find out what happened, because I didn't take a picture of it, but I did capture a video of it. Well, I think the bear broke my camera. I think the bear broke it's still working, I think. But the bush now, the clip. Well guys, by now you've seen the video where Mr. Bear, or Mrs. Bear, I'm not sure what it was, decided to have a go at my camera, and you see the results. The camera is still usable, but I know of cases where people have had bears get at their camera and they're not. That is not the first time I've had a bear at the camera. Actually, I'll see if I can find some more footage and I'll stick that in there as well. You've seen me, or maybe you have, and maybe you haven't, but I put a video on the wall back, a short one for GardePro Prime Days, and like I said, if there's one thing that I played around with a lot the last number of years, it's trail cameras. I got a bunch of them, and I really do enjoy photography. Trail cameras are a way to do photography when you're not there. It gets pictures that you're not able to get middle of the night when you're just home or in your tent and there's stuff going on out in the woods. It's always a surprise usually to go and see what's there after. Of course, with the X66 GardePro, I now know what's happening at the camera. Saves me trips. I know when I gotta go put bait out there. I know when there's activity. And if I really want to get down to it and I was going to hunt that bear that was there last year, I could form a schedule. I could for a while, but then they stopped coming in. Of course, the E9P is, as you all know by now if you watch the channel, is my favorite. Nighttime is awesome. Nighttime video color is awesome. Second to none. Got the E8 2.0, which is Wi-Fi. And I've got another one on the way. I don't know if I'll have it by the time this video is put out, but it's supposed to give me a kilometer of Wi-Fi, I believe. So stay tuned for that one to come. Coming soon will be Black Friday. GardePro is going to have some really good deals. I don't have the details yet, but there will be some major discounts, and I'll put them right here if I got them before. If not, this will still be blank, and I'll have something in the description. If not, there'll be another video to follow. So stay tuned, guys, for this and more great deals from GardePro. Just gave them one flip. Starting to look good there, guys. Starting to look good. Okay, guys. They're almost ready to come off. And got some cheese chunks on there now. Some barbecue sauce on that. Oh, make you swallow your tongue. Now, that is a burger or two.